Every single one of us worries about like putting on the Invictus uniform and people judging you. And why are they in the team? Because you can't see everything, you don't know what people have been through. I had a CT scan and an MRI, and between that they found that I had a brain tumour. I always wanted to join St John, and back then it was quite hard to become a volunteer with trying to work full time. So I joined the Royal New Zealand Air Force in September 2003 as a medic. Following recruit course I went to Burnham, Christchurch for my medic training. The best thing about being in the Air Force or in the military actually is the people. We have great camaraderie, we share a lot of the same goals. When we're feeling low or bad, and you know, sometimes there's days when things aren't going everyone's way, we're all in it together, and then we bring each other out the other side of that. I was on maternity leave. We just had our second boy and he was 4 months old, and I just got up one morning and went to make the toddler his breakfast, and I went to speak to my partner in the kitchen about Weet-Bix, and I couldn't get my words out. And yeah, he was, "You're making no sense, woman, just go and sit down." So I came out and sat down on the couch and tried to form some sentences, and I was like, I can't get my words out. It was absolutely terrifying. I thought I was having a stroke, and the doctor said, which was also alarming for me, "Oh, you've got one dilated pupil, but that's normal for you." And I thought, no it's not. Oh my gosh, what is going on? I had a CT scan and an MRI, and between that they found that I had a brain tumour. I've always been quite a positive and resilient type person. Like, I've always just kind of gone, oh well, whatever will be. And so yeah, I just said, okay, well this is what I'm going to do, and I'll have the surgery and then, you know, crack on. Still obviously had the kids to look after, and my focus at that time was the 4-month-old who I was still breastfeeding. I knew that I could do this. Like, I knew I had it in the bag, like I wasn't worried about it. I was like, you know, strong person, I can focus on where I need to be and how I'm going to get through. I guess I just didn't quite realise how bad the brain surgery would actually be and how hard the recovery was going to be. The main thing was just I'd switch my words around. I used to introduce Sam quite a lot as my brother, which is really awkward when it's the father of your child and you've introduced the father of your child and you've said, "This is my brother Sam." So my words would often, I'd tell Sam, "It's in the fridge, it's in the fridge," but I'd be meeting the car. I was terrified to go to the supermarket or the shops. Didn't want to socialise with people. People were trying to force me out of the house. Come round and hang out with these people, and I don't want to do that because I can't hold a conversation. I can't handle if you're wearing perfume. And if you've got the TV going and you're talking at the same time, it's too much. All the things that, you know, you want to do in life sort of take a back seat to just surviving. Sam was on his phone looking at Facebook, and the New Zealand team for the Sydney Invictus Games had just been announced, and he said, "Maybe that's something you could look at for your recovery." I was like, "Oh yeah, like that sounds like a really good idea." And I thought, wow, okay, now I'm eligible for the Invictus Games. And I thought, well, that's actually stink now. I'm eligible for the Invictus Games. Yeah, and the most terrifying thing was actually getting on the plane to go to that very first selection camp. I didn't want to do it. And I'm so glad I did. They just accepted me for just what I was, and then, you know, Stacey has these moments where she says really weird things or left field or totally out of context, and that's just who she is. And that just gave me the confidence to be able to share my story as well, and just, okay, this, you know, I am me, and I'm in such a safe space around them. And yeah, they gave me my confidence back, those people. Yeah, every single one of them. And I know we all, probably every single one of us, worries about like putting on the Invictus uniform and people judging you. And why are they in the team? Because you can't see everything, you don't know what people have been through. So, and that's why for me it's so important to actually do this, which is way out of my comfort zone. But getting it out there that there are ways that you can get some help. Rowing I picked because I didn't have a lot to think about. You know, if I have to concentrate on too many things, it's really hard, and learning new skills is something I find really difficult now. So rowing for me is just easy. You sit on it and you pull the chain and away you go. And the really cool thing is because I'm so competitive, I can beat my times. And I just picked some table tennis for a bit of a laugh, and I've got some athletics, and that's just more about, I just wanted to experience the athletics environment. I've never really done athletics. I just want to participate because I am going to be last, and I don't care, because I want other people like me to see that it's okay. Like, it's just about being there. I want to experience it. Yeah, so yeah, very competitive. Trying to change that mindset. I won the brain tumor race. I'm Stacey Adam. I'm a medic in the Royal New Zealand Air Force, and I'll be a competitor at the Invictus Games.